All right, all right. What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And today we're live. We're live. I'm trying to go live earlier. I'm gonna start attempting to go live earlier in the day, like morning, for my folks who are over the water who want to tune in and maybe join live streams and all of that stuff. So if you over there, somebody from the UK was like, yo, go live in the morning because we can hit it. So that's what I'm doing. That's what we're gonna start doing for y'all, morning live streams. This is a topic that we're going to talk about today. It's some stuff that came up over the past couple of days. People have made content about it, and was a Bleacher Report article that jumped off about this, and a lot of stuff. And I spoke on this before, where a lot of times, things will come out in the news, and everybody be like, "Okay, let's jump on it, something to talk about," and they'll just start going viral. And I'll be sitting here like, "Bruh, I said that a year ago." What's up, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I'd be like, yo, I said it a year ago. I talked about that. People told me I was crazy a year ago already. So I say that to say, let me get my stream right as y'all coming in. So that's why I have not touched on these topics yet, right? The LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, his current situation with the Hornets. We kind of did a video about that, but like I guess the confirmation that folks got a couple days ago, once some I guess more credible news sources began to report on it. So I didn't jump out the window and feel like the need to say Bleacher Report just reported to you all what I had told you already was going to happen. So I didn't do that. So today I want to open up the phone lines, have a bit of discussion. We probably won't go for super long today. And like the other day, I was like, yo, we going. We riding this one out. This one here, I'm for real. We probably won't go too long today. I just wanted to hop on for a bit and just show some love to folks. And you know what I mean? The folks who I got who already, you know what I mean, who support from around the world. You feel me? So let me I gotta make sure the stream and stuff is already. I forgot. I got so eager to stream this with y'all. I ain't even like set it all the way up on the back end. But so in this video, I have the clips pulled from Mitch Kupchak talking about it, because to me, that's the most like credible source, right? So Bleacher Report saying that I heard through the grapevine or whatever. They might as well just use me as they heard it from the grapevine source, but nobody is the better source than Mitch Kupchak just coming out and saying it himself. Sweatbox, man, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, showing the love already. You know what I mean? Salute, Anthony King, all of that stuff. So we'll get into that. And in a second here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and drop the chat or whatnot. And all that jazz. 0 point games, LiAngelo, I bet is better than them. I don't know what you're talking about. The Celtics pride, Larry, boy, you over here hating already this morning. But I will say this: you get that LaMelo Ball NFT collection. I did not get the LaMelo Ball NFT collection. I do have some LaMelo NFTs. I think I have one, but it's through like Top Shot. I didn't get the original drop that he had. Are you surprised by the blockbuster trade? You gotta let me know what's the blockbuster trade that I should be surprised about. I might have missed that, boy. All right, let me get this set up here. A couple of screws loose. All right, here we go. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all can, man, as y'all jump through here, man, hit that like button. Hit the like. No, it was funny. I was watching somebody make fun of people the other day for saying hit the like, but it's just it's a thing to do here on the channel. All right. Gelo is really a bucket. Yes, Gelo is really a bucket. And I feel like anytime I grew up in Florida, okay? And let me start here. I grew up in Florida. We got hoopers that come out of Florida all of the time, right? But we really are, I would say, maybe a football state, right? We got guys who through that gridiron get it done. Pelicans trades Bledsoe and Adams for a stretch 5. Okay, that's good. I feel like them trading Bledsoe is a good sign for Lonzo, even though I don't think that it would have been smart to keep him anyway. Let me pull that up, and we'll get into that. So I say this: I grew up in Florida, right? And so um, we we got athletes all day, all night. And I know dudes who I grew up with who I would consider to be hoopers, right? And that's just Florida, right? And obviously the Vince Carters and McGrady's and all that. So we got them, right? We got them. But there are places on this planet where the hoopers come from, right? And I would say, obviously, like the New Yorks, I would throw California up there. Just the how many schools and how big that place is. Like, if you tell me you led the state of California in hooping at some point in your life, I'm like, yo, wait a minute, you did what? You a talented SOB. Like you got it going. And so I think that what we seen initially, and this is why I don't really fault a lot of people for when I used to be like, yo, LiAngelo is that dude. He gonna, you know what I mean? He gonna get his opportunity. It's just a matter of time. And folks be like, but what? But how can you say that? How can you say that? Oh, for Jonas Valanciunas? That's a look. You said a stretch five. You didn't say it was Jonas. I like Jonas. I like Jonas. All right. Yeah, I like that. That's a solid move. Him and Zion, Zoe, I like that. So I was in trade, Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe. Let's see, Eric Bledsoe and the Ja Morant thing. That's really is the kind of question mark for me. But so back to my story. So I think that what I see is if you would have told me, yo, you hooped in California, you are a you are that dude, you led this, I would have been like, yo, bro, you gotta be going pro. So I never understood when folks would hit me about Gelo and be like he's whack, he can't play, he this and that. And I'm like, bro, you can't lead the state of California in scoring in high school and be whack. You can't convince me that it just don't happen. And then I watched him play with my own eyes and I said, yo, the dude is a hooper. He's an absolute bucket. There are certain things, right? You can measure folks on athleticism and all of this stuff. But when you put the ball in the hole at the rate that I've seen him put the ball in the hole versus the competition, the different levels of competition that I've seen him put the ball in the hole, when you hear the admiration that folks who have hooped against him have for him and other guys who I consider to be hoopers giving him that praise, then to me it's like, all right, this guy's got to be a hooper. And before I play this video, here's what I think that a lot of folks got caught up in with Gelo. And this is theory that I have. And I noticed this a long time ago. I was in the Walmart or the Target or whatever, and I'm about to buy a TV. Okay. And I'm looking at the TVs. And at my house, I got a 42-inch television, and I'm satisfied with my 42-inch, but I'm just checking out the new TVs and the prices and all of that stuff. And I'm looking at the 50-inch sitting next to the 40-inch, and I'm like, dang, I don't even know if I could really even get by with another 4. The 42-inch is in my living room, and it's fitting me perfect, and it's a beautiful TV. And I'm trying to get another TV for another room, and now I'm looking at the 50, and the 42-inch is looking like it's not acceptable anymore. Then I walk down the aisle, and I see the 65-inch, and I'm looking at the 50 like, yo, I don't know if I could even do that. And what I think the issue with Gelo Ball is that when you compare him next to these guys, his brothers, LaMelo, Zoe, you basically got a 42-inch, a 50-inch television that works perfectly that in any household in America would be suitable for television viewing of anything that you want to watch, but you can't really appreciate it because it's sitting next to a 50-inch television. It's sitting next to a 65-inch television, and now all of a sudden you diminishing the foot. So I think that's where a lot of folks did that to him. Is the man is an NBA player, talent-wise, physical. The athleticism is there. Obviously, we've seen and you'll see that he has made some changes to his body type, just working out a bit different and looks more like a hooper, right? I think that there are certain folks who, like, at some point, like he looked like maybe a football player, and now he looks like a hooper, right? I remember back in the JBA, what's his name? Taco. I don't know if y'all remember Taco Neon Weck, but he was one of those guys. He was one of those guys who looked like a football player. He just was. And anytime he seems like, bro, you play football, and he's like, no, I'm a hooper. And he had to do a transformation to his body and all of that stuff too. But that's just kind of what I see with Gelo, is that he just is a dude who really got caught up in a situation where folks were making comparisons that probably shouldn't have been made. And it's just because they always in the spotlight and all of that stuff. But nonetheless, other things happened that kind of derailed that situation as well. The China situation moving around. And I think that it's important to note that it probably all worked out as best as possible, especially if you take advantage of this opportunity that's coming to him. But what I want to do is, let me get some shout outs here, and then we'll play this video that I got lined up for you all right now. Let's see, 33 points a game for 3 years straight in high school. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hooping. You feel me? That's hooping. AB the hero, my man. DKM said Coach Borrego said he was impressed with Gelo's skills level. Do you know anything about this? I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised. Here's what I'm saying. Folks who hoop, this is the thing that it's easy to make those type of like things, even if you don't know, because folks who can hoop and hoop. That's like what, and I don't mean to make the comparison like Gelo is Jordan, but if you watch Jordan and you send him into a gym over there, you be like, yo, I was impressed with the dude hooping. I think that what's interesting, and we'll see this in his Mitch Kupchak video, is he says, yo, he was playing in the scrimmage with our team and was holding his own. Let's get into it. All right. I hope to see their chemistry. I hope to see the chemistry too. I do think that it's a positive that they've been scrimmaging together so the coaches can see what that looks like. I do think that for the general public, one of the downfalls is that whenever they do this summer league, because I believe my dog Gelo gonna make the summer league squad. You'll hear the breakdown here. But if he does, then he won't have Melo on that summer league team. Mitch Kupchak's already said he won't play Melo either. Everyone knows that if Gelo never had the incident in China, he probably would have been an early second round pick. But people want to act like he trash. Forget it. And then so you put that there, and then even Ivan Hernandez says top first rounder pick. You feel me? So I agree. If here's the thing that most folks got to really put into perception. People be like, yo, but he was only a 3-star. I'm pretty sure that coming out of high school, Gelo was probably ranked higher than John Morant, who ended up over at Murray State. Or this is Murray State, right? Or Akron, somewhere. Small. So when you start talking that, oh, it's a 3, they mess up. The scouts mess up. They fumbled the bag. Folks tried to tell you that LaMelo Ball was going to be terrible in the NBA. He wasn't going to be able to shoot the 3 ball, and he wasn't going to be able to do X, Y, and Z, and they all were wrong. Let's get into the video. Hey, that boy, AB is live. Yeah, we live, man. Early morning lives, bro. We're going to start going live early in the morning, probably even earlier than this. This is probably later in the day than we're going to do, but let's get into this video here. All right, check this out.
Speaking of the Ball family, there have been reports about you having LiAngelo play for your summer league team. What can you say about that, and what are the positives in such a move?
There's been reports. I would like to think you're talking about me.
Well, he's been in our gym working out with LaMelo, and before I start to answer the question completely, I've got to say that our gym has.
All right, so as he's talking, I'm probably going to pause this a bunch of times, but I will upload this video, just this straight clip of him talking about Gelo, straight to the channel as well, so you can watch that a little bit later. But what I really wanted to say here is, in that clip, he says he's been in here working with LaMelo and all of that jazz. And to me, that's important for multiple reasons, right? Because one of the reasons that I feel like a lot of people really was like, yo, he's going to get a shot is you got the Rock Nation management and agency and all of that stuff. And really, it just feels like it's just as simple as folks talked about this a long time ago. It's like, yo, I'm bringing my brother to work today. He's going to hoop with me. He's going to train with me. Oh, y'all let's check him out. And so it's really off the strength of LaMelo, it seems like where the opportunity came from, right? So let's do that.
Has been, just full of activity, for the last 6 to 8 weeks. Our coach has done a great job, setting up times, for players to come in, starting with treatment training room, migrating to the weight room, then going upstairs and getting shots in. Tuesdays and Thursdays, they have fun, they scrimmage. So unlike any gym that I've been around in a long, long time, the players like living in Charlotte, they're staying here and they're coming in every day to work out. Even on a Friday, which we call a flex day, which a player might want to get away for a weekend. A lot of these guys are still coming in on Friday. So to answer the question, LaMelo,
I'll say that now. That's a big deal right there. Folks is year round coming through there. He said they like living in Charlotte. He gave you a lot of clues right there that back up what we seen last year from this Hornets team when we talk about chemistry, right? When folks talked about Miles Bridges and these guys and they like being around each other, and you seen folks playing and you see Biz chasing Melo and all of that. That's what you really sound like you're telling me, is that the chemistry is straight. So you see that this Hornets team has elevated their even expectations for themselves, it seems like, right? They realized how close they were to kind of hitting the promised land last year. And I'm sure that now that work is coming through in everybody's eyes.
And his LiAngelo, right?
Yeah.
I call him Gelo. So, right, got to get the names right. But they.
All right, so right there now. At first, I was like, "Oh, don't do that! Don't do my dog like that!" Like, And then cleaned up, say, I call him Gelo. So we call him Pookie so long, we don't even know Pookie real name. Well, he's Gelo to me. Y'all call him Lee. What's his name? I don't even know it. We've been calling him Big Head so long, we don't even know his name no more. What's his name? Y'all, everybody know people like that. You've been calling him the nickname so long. Y'all been so cool for so long. I don't even know his last name. We've been calling her little hot mama so long. We don't even know how. So to me, that's a good sign, right? He cleaned that up. He's like, I'll call him Gelo. You got to get the name right. But we call him Tank. He been Tank since I known him. I don't even know his real. What's his government name? Y'all know people like that, man. That's what he got right there.
He showed up about a month ago with his brother, and they would come by at odd hours. We allow our players to have a workout partner. They can come in in the morning on odd hours or in the afternoon or.
I will say right there, he almost slipped up. If I can get it back, I don't want to take y'all too far back. Right here. All right, now listen to him. He sounded like he about to say superstar. We allow our stars, and then he come back and just say players.
Our players to have a workout partner. They can come in.
Did you catch that? Let me see if you catch that.
A month ago with his brother, and they would come by at odd hours. We allow our players to have a workout partner.
You heard that right? We allow our star players. That's what he was going to go with, right? That's what he was going to go with. So he know what's up.
Come in in the morning on odd hours or in the afternoon or at night and come back, and they would be working out together. And then on open scrimmage days, he would scrimmage, and I guess to answer your question, we are going to present him with an invite, and I can't confirm at Summer League. What we're going to do is have 4 days.
I've been telling y'all that. He can't. This the NBA. He can't just get his brother a shot. They don't even do that. Y'all don't even know how basketball works. I done heard it all. They don't do that. He good, but he ain't good enough to bring his brother in and let him work. They don't let. Come on. I've been told y'all it was gonna happen. It was bound to happen. Y'all wouldn't listen to me. Hey, y'all. It was bound to happen. I've been saying it. I done heard everything. The NBA, you riding. You don't even know what you're talking about. These y'all novices, new. Come on, they don't do that. Why would they let you? Gotta be a super. You gotta Giannis. I've been told y'all. Giannis got two brothers on two different teams just in case. The Lakers got Giannis' brother just cause maybe he might change his mind someday. J.R. Smith brother was playing with the Knicks. Madison Square Garden. You gonna tell me LaMelo can't get UCLA commit on a shot on the squad? I done heard it all, I promise. It's that simple. My dog busted ankle, I told y'all. That's pretty much really the only reason why we ain't already seen it. COVID happened. That's really the reason why we didn't get the debut in OKC. Remember when I said earlier in this same broadcast, when you see somebody who can hoop, you be like, oh, wait a minute. OKC, watch them hoop. Oh, wait a minute. Detroit Pistons, watch them hoop. Come on. Charlotte Hornets, watch them hoop. Come on, that's 3 teams. I was working out with my brother, and they brought me in. I was in Detroit hooping. They brought me in. Come on, man. When you hoop, you can hoop. Zoe is a dog. Zoe is a dog. Zoe is a GOAT. I think the only reason why we didn't see Gelo get that leap into Laker Nation is obviously because they had some shit going on that they had to figure out. We seen Magic Johnson walk away from that job. That's his dream job because he realized that what they had going on in that locker room wasn't what we needed to have going. So that's where I think that was. But that's all I'm saying. I've been done said it many times, over and over and over. It was bound to happen. Y'all wouldn't listen to me. Let's keep going, Mitch. Keep speaking the gospel, Mitch.
Of practice, I think beginning on the 3rd of August, or maybe the 4th, 4 consecutive days here in Charlotte. And we'll probably bring in, probably 18 to 20 players, and he'll be one of them. And if they play well in those 4 days, then they'll get an invite to go to Vegas with the team. And we hope to be able to just bring 12.
Here's what I'm going to say to y'all. He said, let me break this down because I've been pausing and all that stuff, so I want to make sure y'all get it. They bringing in 20 guys for 4 days to hoop. We taking 12, maybe 14. That means 6 of y'all going home. 14 of y'all coming in, 6 of y'all got to go. 20 of y'all coming in, 6 of y'all got to go, maybe even 8. If Gelo ain't on the summer league team, if barring injury or some unforeseen circumstance, if he not on the summer league team, bro, I delete the channel. If you tell me you got 20 hoopers and you got 14 of them who better than Gelo, I'll delete the channel. I'm lying. I won't do that. But damn near. I will give y'all all my look. If he don't make it to summer league, I've been holding on to these BBB JBA balls here for a minute. They y'all. If you want them, they are. If he don't go, I'll give you the shirt. I'll send you some anything. If he don't go, it's up. You're not gonna tell me you got 20 prospects, right? Because now let me get this right. We're not talking. The summer league is not like. No, stick to the league. No, summer league is not the same as hey, it's camp, right? We making a squad because that's different, right? You got contracts, that's money, that's this. This is summer league. This is, are you somebody who we want to see more from? That's what that is. We're going to pay for you to go out here. We're going to have you around the squad or whatever. Are you somebody we want to see more from? Not are you somebody who going to make the squad and we're going to give you 6 minutes a night. We're going to send us, invest this time in you and train. No, if Gelo ain't a dude after that, after them 4 days who they don't want to see more from, it's up, man. Y'all can have, I'll go through the closet and I got the Zoes in there. You can have them. You can have the thing. It's over. But I'm telling you, it was bound to happen. y'all know, you ever watch that Drumline with they had that one scene where PD Pablo came out? It was bound to happen. That's where that come from. All right, let's get it. Let's finish this up.
A lot of times it ends up being more closer to 14. The more players you bring, then it's harder to play them all. So we do try to keep the number down to 12, but it'll probably go to 14. And that would be the plan with him. And he's been great to be around. I'm sure Melo appreciates it. He's got a guy that he could, hang out with and come to the gym with.
I'm sure Melo appreciates it. That's a shout out to Melo. Melo, also, this is for you. I'm sure you appreciate it. When the contract's up, we're expecting that same vibe that Giannis got. We got how much it depends on how much you appreciate. Come on. Which nepotism is okay. This America, baby. This not even just America. This the world. Nepotism is global, baby. Yeah, that's my bro. Give him a shot. That's what you work for. Come on now. I was gonna keep getting by 10. Nah, man. It's up and it's stuck, man. It's up and it's stuck for Gelo. I've been saying that the opportunities have always been there. Circumstance has just like not allowed him to officially be able to take advantage of said opportunities. And what I'm starting to see now, and what we all are starting to see, is that things are coming into play. And I gotta go buy me one of them I told you so hats. So every time some news jump off like this, I don't just gotta like say that, right? I'm just gonna pull a LeVar and just point to the hat. I'm just gonna do that. I seen an interview a while back where it was Gelo and he was talking about like folks think I'm just like sitting around. I'm hooping every day. I'm putting work in. Imagine this, right? And this is the beauty of having disposable income, having brothers in the NBA, and then also having your own deals and TV shows and all of that stuff. Because imagine if you wanted anything, any job that you wanted, obviously not like a doctor or some shit, but even if you just wanted to be a lawyer and you said, I'm not doing nothing for the next 2 years but focusing on being a lawyer. I want to be a programmer, a coder, all of that stuff that Kwame Brown be talking about. And I got 2 years to just focus on it and get it done. You say, yo, I want to be a zookeeper. I'm going to focus on that for 2 years straight. I want to do video. I want to do this. And that's what Gelo been doing for 2 years. His last game was almost 3 years ago in the JBA. And since then, all he been doing is focusing on this moment to get right to hoop. If you in college for 3 years hooping in the NCAA, you not even afforded that same opportunity. You in class. He just been hooping. And the mic up here, so I'm sorry if I'm looking up here because I want this to go straight into the microphone so y'all can hear what I'm saying. He just been hooping. Imagine you had the opportunity to, if they say, yo, I'm going to give you 2 years to do anything. I used to give this analogy. I used to work with kids a long time ago, and I'd be telling them, like, yo, if you wanted to be a ninja, right? Because these little kids, so they need, got to have stuff relatable. And I say, you know what they do with ninjas? They take the ninja, and they say, you know what, bro? You want to be a ninja? What we're going to do is go up this hill. And we're not coming down this hill till you're a ninja. They don't say, yo, bro, we're going to the party spot and we're going to hang out in the club. No, they say we're going up the hill and we're going to be by ourselves and we're not coming down the hill till you're a ninja. And in most cases, it ain't no coming back down the hill. If you want to leave, you got to leave. My dog went up the hill to become a ninja. He been around the globe trying to be a ninja. Folks think that he chilling. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying for y'all, man. Let me finish this up. Then what I want to do is there's another clip that I have for y'all from this Mitch Kupchak interview that I'm going to play that's going to feature he's talking about LaMelo. That's coming up next year. He's going to talk about LaMelo and his journey and how they recruited LaMelo and all of that stuff. And we'll get into that next. But so let's play this here. Let's finish this video though.
Rebound and shoot. So it's been good for him. And, he's a Division I player. He is a player that was recruited and played for UCLA. He's a real, talent. Whether he's good enough right now, that remains to be seen.
He just told y'all, man. He's a D1 player. He's a D1 player. Folks got to start putting respect on that. He was recruited and signed with UCLA. A lot of great dudes come out of UCLA. We can go down the list. The Russell Westbrooks, the Kevin Loves. I want to say the shit that Lou Alcindor with UCLA. Legends. My boy them Chuck O'Brien, Charles O'Bannon. Ed O'Bannon and them boys. Chris Johnson live. UCLA Hoopers. It's like that, man. So we got to put respect on his name. Still talk to Gelo and Melo once in a while. I would say I end up pulling up on them every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I can get close. You feel me? We'll do that. I was just in New Orleans when for the Zoe versus Melo first game, and we was and I was there with them and all of that stuff. I was sick as a dog, man. So I was trying to stay away from it. I probably shouldn't even have traveled down there, to be honest, but it was not. I got the test. It was clean, but all that stuff. So I see him every now and again. You know what I'm saying? I will say, and I say this all the time, is that it's nice to check in and tap in every blue moon, but it's also nice to not have all of the information, right? Because when you get too into the thing, then you got the updates and you got to hold the secrets and can't nobody tell. The next thing you know, everybody done talked about it and I can't even say, yes, y'all right, or y'all wrong, or none of that stuff. So I like to just have so we can make and then get it popping that way. You feel me? Gelo will replace Gordon. If Gelo come in hooping at that level where they can be like, yo, we don't even need Gordon Hayward no more, it's up and it's stuck. Because Gordon Hayward, you got to understand, Gordon Hayward was probably, he was a fringe all-star last year. I think LaMelo should have been an all-star. I think Gordon Hayward could have gotten in. If somebody else, a person or two would have got hurt, they would have made Gordon Hayward an all-star. So we got to really give him some credit because that's the type of season he was having. So for Gelo if he comes in hooping like that, I'm not saying that he can't, but I'm saying that if he does, that's something special. That's not a normal situation. That's really hooping. All right, let's go. Let's finish this
up. But he's fitting right in on the scrimmages that we play on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we'll bring him to that 4-day camp and we'll go from there.
All right. So that's the one right there. Your boy Gelo. It's officially confirmed, invited to this little 4-day camp. Prospects. He make the vibe. They're gonna send him to the summer league. In that video, they asked him about when does summer league start. It's got to be. He said that camp is the beginning of August, so it's probably late August, right? Because typically, obviously, with the way this last year is when everything is pushed back, so I would imagine the beginning of this season is still going to be a bit condensed. So we'll see that summer league and watch it jump off. If Gelo replaces Gordon, they will go to the finals. Gordon is the top 30 player at the moment. Yes, facts. AB, the only person that really vouched for these brothers. Man, he speak facts though. Bro, all right, there it is. Summer League 8 to the 17th. That's what's up. Summer at 16. Somebody said it's 16. All right, y'all. It's all over the place at this moment. You guys are getting Lonzo too. Yeah, you guys are getting. Bro, if they get Lonzo too, here's the thing. I think that I would love for them to get Lonzo. And I would love for them to get Lonzo and then with the understanding that we're going to play ball in a way that best suited for all of you, right? We're going to play. We're going to have all of y'all on the squad, and we're not going to say we're going to adapt your games to what we want to do, and we're going to slow it down, X's, O's, and woo, woo, woo. No, if they get Lonzo, I want them to say, you know what? We are going to run. We realized last season, because if you watch games last season, when they tried to slow that thing down a half-court set, the one-on-one individual play, to me, half-court set is we got 5 good players who are talented and they understand the system and the schemes, and we got great coaches, right? That's what it comes down to. It's who got the best players on the court and then who got the best coaches on the bench, and they're going to run chess plays and do that. That's what 5-on-5 looks like to me. Half-court set 5-on-5. Where the Hornets were the best at last year, because they didn't have the most talented roster. They had guys who could play really good basketball. They had athletes, and they had guys who really thrived in the transition, because other teams are like, yo, we got really good players and a great coach. What we're going to do is X and O you. And when they got X and O'd and all of that stuff, a decent amount, right, in the half-court set. But when they started running is where the magic happened. When you start seeing LaMelo underhanded passing, you start seeing him kick it up and Jason Terry throw one down on Kevin Durant. In transition, that's where the magic happened. You see Melo behind the back, windmill from Miles Bridges. That's where Airbnb was born. MB squared. That's where it was born, in transition. That's what I'm saying to you. Yes, you had moments. You catch Melo, his first couple buckets was threes in the corner. You seen those happen. All of this, yes, that was happening. But the magic happened in transition. If you bring Zoe, what you doing is, you ever watch that movie Fantasia? And Fantasia, the little dude, he took the wizard hat, and the more he kept messing around, more and more magic started happening. Next thing you know, is water everywhere, buckets and brooms and all of that, and more magic. That's what happened if you bring Zoe in. More and more magic. Now, if you bring Zoe in and say, yo, but Zoe, we want you to pick and roll us to death and do, nah, it might work. It'll do something else. But if you're going to bring Zoe, Gelo, and Melo in, let the magic in. Damn near Charlotte might have to get a Disney MGM Studios. It'll be so much magic happening up in there. They might have to go call Magic Johnson to come help Mitch Kupchak contain some of the magic. It'll be so crazy. Let me get this one off here. All right. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. If you bring Zoe in there, it's up and it's stuck, in the words of Cardi B. Let me do this, man. I got one more video that I want to play, and then I want to open it up to bring some folks into chat and talk for a little bit, just for the back end of this here. But let me let's get this going here. All right. They got to get Big O. If they get Big O, it's over. If they figure that out, it's over. If they make Chino Hills 2, and if they go from Chino to Charlotte, it's up. They already got the baby who ready to perform at all the halftime shows. It's going crazy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull up another video file for y'all here. LaMelo. To me, this is another good one, because it's also one of those things where, like I was saying, there's these things where I'm like, yo, I said this to y'all before, and I love when the officials come out and be like, you know what, AB the Hero, y'all ever watch him on YouTube? He said this, and then we was tripping. So that's what it is. Let's do this. All right. Check this one out. And like I said, all of these, I'm going to upload these videos individually into the first. They'll be in the members tab. If you're a member on the channel, y'all get access to these, just the clips, right, first, and then I will like push them live to everybody else and all of that stuff. So that's what happens a lot of times. The members, I throw them the video first. It's sitting there for a couple hours, and then also sometimes with the members, there are videos that I be making that I feel like the streets just ain't really ready for yet, so I let them sit there, and it's just member only exclusive videos. The one I did about the Kwame boy in there, and that was a kind of a member exclusive joint. But all right, let's see. Let's play this.
Hey, Mitch, you mentioned the challenges of a year ago. I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind taking me back to that time in your evaluation of LaMelo. What were you able to see from him in that limited scope that made you so confident he was the guy you thought he would be?
Well, our international scout, Jakob, went to see him twice in Australia. And, I went one time.
Here's another thing. Folks told me NBA scouts ain't going all the way to Australia. Ain't nobody going over there. He going all the way over there. Ain't nobody going over. How they going to see him play? Mitch Kupchak, I got on a plane and I went there myself. It's about a 24-hour flight to get over there. You got to, unless he hopped on a jet. He probably got a jet. He probably got one of them Avengers jets or whatever. But it's a flight. You got to take time out of your day to get over there to see LaMelo. And folks tried to tell me that was a bad idea, bro. Ain't nobody going over there to see that. Mitch Kupchak went. I'm going to go check him out. And you know who signed the check and did all of the paid him for all of the reimbursement travel receipts? Michael Jordan. Mike said, yo, Mitch, could you go check that LaMelo kid out? Because I heard things. And if you go, we'll reimburse you for the travel. You got to get that nice steak. Yeah, do that. Reimburse. Will Zoe join his brothers in free agency? I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I have already been talking about this for a minute now. Here's what I will say. And then we'll get, because I want to get this here for y'all. But what I'll say is that if Giannis just sealed the deal for the Ball brothers reunion, or making that 100% a possibility. Let me say that. Because they said, yo, we see what Giannis did and how he paid it forward. We got his brother. He got the two with Stannis, and then the other one, I don't know which one is which in the other teams. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They say, yo, we seen Giannis show some loyalty when they did that. Maybe if when LaMelo is an ultra talented breakout athlete of the year, ESPN rookie of the year, only played almost half the season, a little over half the season. Maybe we'll do the same vibe and he'll stay. Let's go. And so I think it's possible. I think Giannis kicked the door open for him. Let's keep going. Y'all are delusional. Don't compare Giannis' situation to this. Let me give you let's do this for you. When Giannis came into the league, he was 6'10", 181 pounds. He was 6'10", 181 pounds. Giannis's first coach, Jason Kidd, got up out of there because they was like, we see you developing him, but we want to see some. Both his brothers playing in the league. Now, I will say that, and this is hypothetical here, and I'm gonna say that I personally don't know the basketball credentials of both Giannis's other brothers, right? Obviously, we know Giannis come from the overseas games, brothers come from over the seas. So here we don't really I have a grasp over it because I done seen a lot of it, but like many folks here, we don't just have an understanding of like how talented you have to be to. Obviously, to come from where you came from, you got to be the dude, you got to be that deal, and you see that showing up every day on the court. But we know the Lakers was like, yo, we'll get your brother Giannis just in case you want to come this way. If you telling me that Giannis didn't say, yo, could y'all pull my brother and we're gonna probably stay? Now, obviously, Giannis MVP type caliber player, but what I'm telling you and what I've been telling you for years, and I've been right a lot. That boy LaMelo MVP caliber. Yes, Thanos was a role player. My boy DKM in here. What's up? Shout out to DKM. Thanos was a role player in the Greek basketball leagues, averaging 5 points per game. He wasn't over there killing it. That's what he's trying to say right there. He wasn't over there giving you a 30. Giannis didn't come give you a 30 ball. Thanos gave you a 30 ball and all of that stuff. They was just hooping. Gelo was giving you 30 in California. Gelo went to the LKL and was preparing to be the leading scorer over there, points per game. And they was playing him spot minutes. It wasn't his team. I watched this, and folks don't want to get, I always bring this up because I have to, because this is where my eyes seen it. I watched him go on a tour across European countries and give folks 60. And not just I'm giving you 60 because y'all terrible. I'm giving you 60 because we need 60 to get the W. That's what I watched with my own eyes. So that's why I give him so much credit. That's why I give him so much credit. DKM opinions. Oh God. That's why I give him so much credit, is because I seen him hoop. And so it is a bit different than the Thanos situation. To me, you're right. And the Giannis situation. Hey, Zion trying to leave. Shout out to, that's what I said. That I've been saying that all day. So I appreciate your name. Zion trying to leave New Orleans, Melo plus Zion. That would be amazing to see. I would love to see Zion, Miles Bridges running. He just with either hand throwing lobs with that. I would love to see that. I would love to see it. But let me see. Boy, it's getting hot. Let me turn my fan on over here, man. It's getting hot. Here's what I'm saying to y'all. It's a bit different, the Giannis situation, and the fact that Gelo's resume should speak for itself. Gelo got the OKC Blue deal, not because LaMelo was going to be here. Gelo got the Detroit deal, not because we about to draft LaMelo. Detroit wasn't even close to being able to make that happen. He got them deals because he could hoop. He got them deals because he could hoop. It's that simple. It's that easy. That's what make it difference. It's not that. That's the difference. Let me keep going, man. Let me keep going, because he's finna break this down for y'all on all of this
Back
stuff.
in November a year ago, we saw a couple of practices. We saw a couple of games. It's a great league over there, the NBL. They're all men. They're all 27, 28, 30, 32. It's not like it's a league where it's all just young kids. It's a very physical, a very aggressive. They play for real. And what we saw, he played well, not only in practice.
Just if you're coming in right now, he's talking about LaMelo. He's talking about when they went and they were recruiting LaMelo in while he was in the NBL. Somebody asked him to break down that process and how they felt about that. Just because over the last years, trying to find the right players has been it's been a hard thing to do. So he's breaking that down.
In the games, he performed. It's not the NBA. The intel that our guys did, all the film work, that our scouts did, Larry leading the way. We gathered as much as we could. We did see some, special qualities, about him on the court, a flair, right, to be entertaining, the ability to pass the ball, being unselfish. I think there was a question about shooting the ball a little bit. Can he make a three? And prior to the week, prior to the draft, I think.
Here's something else that when I say I told y'all, I've been saying it. His thing is, he about to say, can he make a three in the NBA? Can he make the three in the NBA? That's what the questions was. Folks was like, the shooting percentage. And I was saying, a lot of what I have noticed from LaMelo, and the reason that what impacts his shooting percentage over time, is that a lot of times they be like, bro, you the dude, shoot whenever you want to shoot. And he just takes shots to take shots. He checked. And so you see the percentage go down. And so that's what I was telling people before. I was like, when he gets to the league and they structure him a little bit, pull the reins back a little bit, the shooting percentage is going to go up. Also, I know that my dog going to work. What I've been telling y'all is, and I've been saying this over and over again, is that ninjas go to the mountains to become a ninja. LaMelo, Gelo went to the mountains to become a ninja. They be working. It's not a game. It's not, yo, I'm over here hooping and I'm going to class. No, we hooping. I watched the Melo interview where he talking about, man, I don't even go out the house like that no more. I don't even play the Fortnite like that. I'm watching film, I'm watching movies, and I'm hooping. And you talking about, yo, is the shot gonna be there? The shot gonna be there because it ain't got no choice. I'm just hooping. We watched him go for a triple-double in the NBL, the youngest player ever. And you know what he was doing after the game? Hooping. Most of y'all have been like, I'm celebrating. I did it. My draft stock. No, I need to get better. Hooping. Going to the mountains. That's what it takes. If you're going to be a ninja, you got to sacrifice. I watched my dogs sacrifice, and now they hooping. Come on, man. And up next, my boy, Kurt Hollis, easy work, hooping. Come on, let me stop because that's a lot. Let me keep going, man. Let's go. I appreciate that. That's what they said. All right. It's almost like I can see the future. All right, let me say this last thing, then I'm gonna finish this video. Here's what I always be telling folks when it comes to, and yo, make sure y'all, could y'all hit the like button as y'all watch the video? I appreciate that because you hit it. It's about 400 people in here, and the like button ain't even close to that number. Could y'all do that for the boy? Here's what I was saying. I noticed this a long time ago. A lot of times, and I don't even say like NBA scouts or whatever. I'm not even talking about scouts. I'll say media. I'll say folks with an opinion on basketball, sports, whatever. A lot of times folks form their opinion based off of what somebody else said. So what I mean by that is the rankings say you're a 3-star. So I read that. And so now I'm saying, oh yeah, oh boy, a 3-star. He only, his ceiling is here because the paper said he a 3-star. And what I'm saying to y'all is, I really don't do that. I don't trust the paper. I seen the paper make mistakes. I've been behind the scenes on, I played some sports back in my day. I watched the recruits. I seen the paper lie. I seen old boy over here say this is what it is, and it ain't what it is. So when I'm telling you that I watched the dude hoop, I'm giving you my thoughts on that. So it's not even, I would say it's not even like seeing the future. It's more so like, I've seen athletes. I've seen hoopers. That's an athlete. That's an hooper. That's talented. You know what I'm saying? And I think you approach that with the understanding that there's levels to it. There's a dude right now in your city. I don't care what city it is in America, but he at the YMCA and he's killing people. He is killing people. He's a hooper. He got hops. He's dunking on folks. You looking at him like, yo, how are you doing this at the Y? Where are you supposed to be at? And he'll be like, yo, I played D3 ball or whatever. Right? And then you see him at a different spot, and then he'll let you know. Like when I played D3, though, it was I barely got minutes. We had another dude on my team who was the best player I've ever seen, and they'll talk to you about it. I've seen it. I went to JUCO when I was in school. We had an amazing basketball team. I even worked at a JUCO for a team that was nationally ranked, and I seen dudes who could hoop. And we had a dude, I tell the story all the time. His name is Tariq Phillip. And we had a team that was decent. I think they were like 3-7. Tariq Phillip joined the squad. They were 24-7. I watched the boy Tariq Phillip play for 1 second. He got a steal in the middle of the game, threw it off the glass, windmilled it. I say, oh, he's different. Player of the year in the whole conference, only played half the season. I said it, I seen it with my eyes. I didn't have to tell you. And this is what I'm saying. This is my point. It didn't take the end of the season for him to be player of the year for me to be able to say that dude is different. He probably the player of the year. I seen it with my eyes. That's what a lot of scouts don't, or a lot of people don't do. They say, oh, based on this, based on what I read on the report, you got to see it with your eyes. That's why Mitch Kupchak gets on a plane and he flies to Australia to watch LaMelo Ball, because I also got to see it with my eyes. That's what I do.
It was a week before the draft. Myself and Coach and Buzz flew out to Los Angeles for a private workout, and a lot of it, if not almost all of it, was watching him shoot the ball from three. And we weren't so much concerned about him putting the ball down and being able to create a shot for himself, but the big question was, can he make open threes? Right.
And this is what I like. I like what he's saying. That's not the question. Can he pass? Can he put the ball on the hoop? We seen it with our own eyes. We went to Australia, and that's what he did at a high clip there. What we want to see with our own eyes is, can he shoot the three ball?
If you can't make an open three in this league and you're a ball handler, then you're going to have a problem. And we walked away not only feeling good about his personality and his love for the game, but we felt very comfortable, that he'd be able to make a three in our league. So, a lot goes into it. We would have been better, right, if you played a year in college ball and we get to scout in him 10 times, 15 times in person. But that wasn't the case. We did the best we could with what we had available to us. And, keeping my fingers crossed that maybe we got lucky.
Don't. My man said we scouted him, went to Australia, still had some questions we needed answered. Private workout in LA. Needed to know if he could knock down the three ball consistently. Can he do it? We seen it. Yes, check all the boxes. We want him. Hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully the Minnesota Timberwolves make a tragic mistake. Hopefully the Golden State Warriors fumble the bag and we get lucky. And we seen that with these Charlotte Hornets. And it's a big deal today because not only did they get lucky by getting the Rookie of the Year breakout ESPN athlete, not only did they get lucky by getting the Rookie of the Year breakout ESPN athlete, you know where they got lucky at? They got lucky when that middle child, he went to OKC, and on night one, they said, oh, we got to shut down the league. We didn't get to see him play. They got lucky. If he would have dropped threes down in OKC, I promise you, the Hornets got lucky. Because it wouldn't be no conversation today. Folks wouldn't be saying, hold up, Summer League, Hornets, Melo, Gelo, Zoe, same team. It wouldn't have happened. He would have signed the contract a long time ago. The Hornets, you got lucky on multiple fronts. From the mountaintops, them ninjas came. Karate chops doing their thing. You got lucky. Respect the process. Understand what's next. If you know best, you're going to get Zoe, and that's just how it go. I hate to have to preach today, but I got to. Understand. Y'all got lucky. Michael Jordan, your legacy has been resurrected. Your legacy has been they've been talking about you, Mike, for a while now. You was a hooper, but as a GM, as an owner, what have you done? You got lucky, Mike, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Now I appreciate you, Mike and Mitch, for not fumbling the bag right now. You see it. You see the horizon. You see the sun climbing over the mountaintops, and you're taking full advantage. Keep going. Don't stop. You got Melo. You got Gelo. Now go get you a Zoe. Let's go. Stop having it be luck this time. Have it be intentional decisions that you're making. Go and do it. It was luck before. We know that. Talked to James Borrego earlier in the season. He was like, I was trying to figure out what was going on with Melo, and I was surprised. I didn't know. I hadn't really seen him play too much. We know it was luck. Don't let it happen again. Don't let the luck happen again. This time, go get Zoe with intentionality. Understanding that when you get them on the squad, unleash the dragons. Y'all been playing now. Look, here's what I'm going to say to y'all. A Dodge Caravan is a solid car. It will get you from point A to point B. You can get a lot of your people in the Dodge Caravan. They even got the nice ones with the sliding doors. They do it automatically. You carry your groceries and you can get in there. But if you want to get somewhere fast, you need a Bugatti. If you want to get somewhere fast, you need one of the Model S Plaid Teslas. You need a sports car. If you go get Zoe, you go get Gelo, and you already got Melo, you got a sports car, Lamborghini, Aventador, Murcielago, 0 to 60, and that's what I'm talking about, man. Let's see. Let me go here, and I'm gonna put the link in here if anybody want to jump in for the last little bit of time here. Let me add the invite link. Jordan has his pulse on everything. He know these kids can play. He know the revenue those guys will bring to Charlotte. That's the thing too, man. I think that people really got to understand that it's going to be up. The jersey sales is going to be crazy. If you want to join the stream, check it out. Hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. Make sure y'all hit the likes, man. Hit the likes for your boy. Hit the likes, get them likes up. So that's what I'm saying is that if Jordan understands that the talent is there, right? Because they went and seen it with their eyes. They went and watched them boys play. He sent folks to Australia. He done opened the door for the weight room and the practice facility, the open scrimmages. Imagine this, because I don't want y'all to think that this is easy. Imagine you being able to go work out with an NBA squad over the summer. Because he just said it like, we got the open gym and we do scrimmages. It don't work like that. I'm just saying this just from my experience. They just don't open it up. I used to, in college, we did 7-on-7 with the squad and all that. It wasn't ever like, yo, bring your boy in off the street. We ain't got no interest in him. We know he's not even an NBA player. No, we want to get a look. You only could bring talented folks in here. My dog, I need to get him on the channel. Ashton, the trainer. We'll probably try to do it after the draft. He's the trainer for Cade Cunningham. He was also a coach in the JBA. But he had these things, and where he got his name, he had these open runs in Dallas, Texas, right? You see the open runs with Lou, I forgot his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They do them over on the West Coast. And everybody can't even play in the open run. You got to have some notoriety on your name. You got to be able to hoop. You trick a layup off one time and it's over. Don't bring him back here. Who brought him? You probably finna get kicked out. So don't let that when Mitch say, oh, it was open runs and we just let anybody have a no, you got to be able to go. You can't embarrass us out here. We NBA players. We want to look. Gelo was better than Melo and Zoe, like LeVar says. Here's what I'll say to answer that question is that I think that it's hard for me to say, right? When I talk about, let me see it with my own eyes and all of that stuff. There are moments, sorry, man, this camera be on that autofocus be tripping sometimes. What it is, man, you black and shit. They don't even want to. There it is. There you go. All right. So what happens is, here's my honest opinion on that question. Who is better? I think that whenever back in the day, right, when JBA was going on, they were LKL and all of this stuff, and Melo was 15 or 16 years old, raw talent, hooping. And like what I said is that one of the things that I give him credit for is that dudes who are older than him, who played in the JBA, would say that Melo is a dog. He's great. Nobody was like, yo, he 15, he not even that good. We played against him one-on-one. I don't see it. Everybody say, yo, he got it. And I'm talking about 18, 19, 20-year-olds, 21, 22. Everybody, he up there. It was a struggle still. Gelo came to the league, and it wasn't close anymore. He kicked the doors open for that squad. And so when I watched that, at that time, I'm like, yo, Gelo is a better player. Well, what I understand, though, is that Melo was 15, 16 years old at the time. From now to then, his game has evolved. He has caught up with so many people. So it's hard for me to say that Zoe or Gelo is better than him, just for the same reason like I always been saying. From what I have seen, his game has elevated to another level. I seen this LaMelo that you watching playing the NBA. If he would have played in the JBA, he probably would have he was already averaging damn near 30, 30, and 30 almost, you know what I'm saying? 30, 10, 15, and 20. He would have probably gave you 40, 20, and whoop in the whole nine. It's just another level. So that's how I kind of say it. I'm gonna add this in here one more time, see if somebody want to join, if y'all got some questions or y'all anything. Check the link here, join the chat live on the panel. Let me know if you got anything of that. If not, we're gonna probably start wrapping this bad boy up here. I don't think that's ever been done. Not three of them anyway. When they see Gelo shoot, their eyes gonna open up. When they see him shoot, their eyes gonna pop. Here's the thing that I think that Gelo is in such a Charlotte about to be the worst defensive rating in the league, though. Here's what I'll say is that it's a possibility that could be effectively true, right? When you think about transition and you think about like them moving the ball fast, transition opens the game up for a lot of points to be scored, a lot of attempts at the basket and all of that stuff. So that could be a possibility. However, what I'll say is that if that's intentional, that's one thing. If that's unintentional, that's another thing. If you are a group of hoopers and y'all like, yo, we want to score a lot of points and we know that we're going to give up a lot of points, that's the vibe. The hat, man, I appreciate that, man. It's a custom boy, man. It's a custom boy. So, yeah, I appreciate that, man. Let me see. I got my custom emojis. Yeah. There you go. It's the custom boy. Yeah, it's that AB the hero. Get the tag. You know what I mean? But so that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of way I look at it. Is it's going to be there. All right, we got Mo in here. Let me see. Man, Mo, if you've been here for a while, I ain't even noticed you there. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
All right, what's happening, Mo? How you doing?
Doing well. I've been following you for a while now. I think I got to find you at the JBA tour. That was very entertaining, and you being close to the family and being present there. I think you got to experience and see Gelo's talent. I could definitely you opened my eyes with that tour. That I haven't seen Gelo play that much, other than some high school highlights, but. Through that tour, man, he can shoot that ball. I mean, I came to realize that guy can shoot. And I think I was one of the group of people that just thought of Lonzo and Melo as the only talent in the family. And looked at Gelo as he's just a middle guy. He got UCLA because his brothers went there. Kind of that mentality like a lot of people still have. But they become believers, at some point, like I did. I mean, that guy can shoot the ball. And now he lost some weight. He's got more athleticism, looks like. His handles got better just by looking at some of the highlights. So I can definitely say that guy got better than what he was already. Yep. And if you think about it, he was, 18, 19 at that time when you had the USA tour with them? Was that right?
Mhm.
18, 19?
Yeah,
And that guy
yep.
showed some real maturity at that age. I mean, he looked a lot older than that at 18, 19. And I think people had that same mentality that he's only 23 now, 22, right? 22, 23. That guy
Yeah.
is young. I mean, he can get so much better now. And again, I think his impact on the game, I think one of the guys commented, it's not as maybe as big as, Melo and Zoe, but he can contribute on the team right now. I think he just needs a shot like he's doing now. I hope he takes advantage of that now with the Summer League and he does well and he appreciates that opportunity. And whether it is, two-way, G League time, whatever he does, I know he's going to get noticed. And at some point, I don't anticipate he's going to be on day one in the roster, maybe G League. But my hope is he does. But if he doesn't, I hope if he gets G League, he does very well and gets back up to the team. Just wanted to add that up.
No, I agree with you. I think just if I look at how they even treated Melo last year joining the squad, he came off the bench. They made him earn those minutes. They made him, you know what I mean? So I would imagine that the process for Gelo will be similar, right? We seen Vernon Carey on his Hornets team last year go to the G League. Jalen McDaniels go to the G League before being called up. So I think that if they bring Gelo in, if he does well, Summer League makes it to the roster, we'll see him activate on G League and have to kind of prove himself there. I think that's there. I also agree. I think that folks really do have to understand his impact is different. And it's because of things that he was asked to do on that squad. Playing with his brothers has always been such a limited role, right? It's always been like, we need you to score. We need you to put up points. We need you to you know what I mean? That's what you're here for. We need you to be unconscious. And I think that one of the things that is his strength that people do not give him credit for is that there's not going to be many times in which you see him have 2 off nights in a row, right? NBA players all of the time have off nights. It happens, right? You have a great shooting night and then you come back and then you're stone cold, right? We've seen Devontae Graham this year have multiple nights in a row, and I just don't think that you're gonna get that from Gelo because he is such a perennial scorer. All right, we got some other folks in here. We got King in the building, and we got my guy DKM.
Probably in one of those rooms.
You say what?
I got a quick question before I leave, AB.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
What's going to happen with Zoe? I mean, you maybe talked about this earlier, but do you think they're going to pull the trigger on Zoe? Is that a possibility? Do you think Zoe, with Gelo maybe going to the G League, he may not pull the trigger now? I mean, what do you think about that?
I think it's hard to say, right? Because Gelo is like, I want the opportunity. I'm gonna come in. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm a hoop. I want to play with my brother. Zoe, it's also, I feel like at this point, I want to play with my brother, but he's been in the league for a while. So part of like what makes you an all-star or great player is the bag, is how much money they going to kick down to you, right? And we know Zoe want 20 million plus to join the squad. So it's like, are they willing to give him that? Or is he willing to say, you know what, man, if you let me play with my brothers, then I'll come in even at 15. Something like LeVar was preaching a while back that Zoe might be interested in doing. So it's just to me, I feel like if he wants to come at a discount, it's more of I would give it a 75% chance, right? If he want the full rate, then you got to look at how the cards play. Who is the best player available in the draft? Who we can pick up else and when we trade these bigs and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? It comes down to that. I think at the full price, then it's a more need-based decision. At a discount, it's like, we can't pass up on this opportunity. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's my thoughts on that. But I can see it happening. I wouldn't be surprised, right?
I mean, I understand that. I think on that section, it's like if you try to get him at a discounted price, Pelicans gonna match it, right?
Yeah.
So,
and we see them making moves already.
Yeah, and that's the case scenario. You know, you have to really pay the bag on for to match it. Would it be good to see Yes. Was probably not. Other even that good. The chemistry would be out because the way it was raised. Zoe was the facilitator. Gelo is the pure scorer who they look for to score the ball. Melo is a combination of both. Who's more so that'd be good because Derek is good. Zoe gonna feed them the ball, which is gonna make him run more because he knows what he's gonna do. He's gonna move more, see more. I and of them get it right.
Oh man, you kind of cutting up a little bit.
Step
I
away.
didn't hear a word he said. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I
So-
feel like I almost had you, but
Yo, turn your camera off maybe and join back. Maybe that'll help you out.
yeah. What's happening, DKM?
What's happening, AV? I see that you're going crazy on this live stream, bro. My mom was in his I have a dream bag. I saw someone say that in the comments down below.
Hey man, it's just I was hyped, man. It's a lot of years coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I feel like folks been saying this and talking and waiting on things to happen. And as it's been documented over and over and over again, like right when it's about to drop, some step in and ruin it. You feel me? So I feel like right now we just finally starting to clear the air and all of that stuff is going down, man. So I'm hype about it.
But bro, we still got 2 weeks for our World War III to start. You know what I'm saying? There could be something that stops this summer league Gelo debut thing from happening. You know, don't get too carried away.
And truthfully, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. At this point, if something went down, I wouldn't even be remotely surprised.
So this is what I wanted to ask you about, right? Because realistically speaking, with Gelo being there, basically, let's just say right now he's with the team, right? He's with the Hornets, right? Mm-hmm. I think if you're taking him on to appease Melo in some sort of way, then you're just gonna piss him off by cutting him or not giving him some kind of deal. So whether it be G League, I feel like G League's worst case scenario at this point. Depending on how well he plays, he gets a two-way. If he starts dropping 50 bombs in the summer league, you go sign him, or 30, whatever the hell, right? If you're the Ball family, right, do you see this as potentially, because I can't decide on this, and in terms of all three of them playing together on the same team, do you feel like it's now or never? Because if Zoe, let's say, goes to Chicago, right, signs a 4-year deal, and then do the contracts align in the future? Like, is Zoe's about to become a free agent when Melo's just about to sign his supermax? So, you know what I mean? And the contracts never end up aligning. So we're all three of them are basically free agents at the same time. What you've got right now is Lonzo's a restricted free agent. Gelo is a free agent because he's not proven yet in the NBA. So he's anyone's for the taking. And it looks like the Hornets have picked up on that. And Melo's still on his rookie contract. Do you think it's now or never? Because in terms of all three of them playing on the same team, not in the NBA.
I think it is possibly now or never, only because, and I think that for one, it's really dependent on Gelo, because if in 3 or 4 years, whenever the free agency happen and max deals and all of that go down, like he's the only one at this point who has to be able to be around in that time, right? So in 3 or 4 years, if he ain't hooped since then, at that point, there's no like, my brother ain't played basketball in 6 years, let me give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's over at that point. So he's got to like get on right now and be able to be around in 3 years for that to happen, right? And I think, like you said, if the Hornets are bringing him in right now as a like, oh, we want to do a Melo a solid, and something ends up happening and they end up cutting him, like, unless he gets picked up somewhere else, like it's a tough road at that point, right? Now it's officially you got to go overseas and chase. Well, I don't know. I would imagine that if there's a regular G League season, that somebody in the NBA would give him a shot to play on the G League squad. But that's a different grind, right? You got to then work your way up. So that's to me why I think it's now or never. I think that those two can work it out, right? Especially if Zoe get this $100+ million contract that he want to have now, you know what I mean? And Melo, hopefully once these Pumas drop, you know what I mean, the Supermax will hit, and Zoe he'll be like, Zoe, look, man, I give you $5 million. You just come through here for the culture.
Yeah, we'll write it off as like a birthday present from family. But I'll just buy you 5 Bugattis and you can sell them.
Yeah.
But like,
I'll let you borrow the jet.
Let you borrow. You can get your own jet. This is what I feel like is interesting about it is with it being Lonzo specifically the one that's a restricted free agent. And granted, there's nothing you can do about it if the Pelicans decide to match. It seems like every indication, other than the trade yesterday that might have changed things, it seems like every indication that David Griffin ain't huge on Lonzo, and they're not going to be losing sleep over letting him walk, right? It seems like, I feel like Zion's the only incentive for Lonzo to stay, the relationship that they two have, and maybe BI, because it's pretty much, New Orleans has been a good destination for Lonzo to work on his game, be low-key, get out the spotlight, whatnot, and become the player he is now. But I feel like, with him being from LA and whatnot, big city type guy, that might not be where he wants to stay long-term. So, if you're Lonzo, right, okay, yes, you want the bag, you're with Clutch Sports, but you have that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Gelo's now in Charlotte with Melo, and it's like everything you've talked about from when you were kids, like playing on the same team. And Lonzo, more so than anyone, any of the brothers, is always talking about that. When Melo and Lonzo had that little interview when they were supposed to play each other, the reporter was like, yo, what was it like, you two in the backyard envisioning this day when you were going to play against each other? And Lonzo was like, no, we never thought about playing against each other. We thought about playing together. So it's like Melo on the phone, Gelo on the phone, like, we waiting for you in Charlotte. LeVar saying to him, you better take that pay cut and go over there. You know what I'm saying? Is he the type of guy that would maybe be like, you know what, this is bigger than our bag. This is something we dreamed of since we were kids? Because I feel like if it was the other way around and it was Melo the one that was a free agent to join Lonzo and Gelo, he'd be more likely to be rebellious and be like, the hell with you, man. I'm going to do what's best for me. But with it being Lonzo specifically, I feel like if there was anyone between the two, Melo and Lonzo, I feel like Lonzo would be the one more likely to be like, you know what, this is bigger than a paycheck.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the only thing is, at this point in their careers, I feel like they've learned so many lessons about the finances. You know what I mean? So I feel like they have done so much. This is bigger and this is the family stuff, and been burned, that it would really have to. It would have to make sense for him in that regard as well, right? Because he'd be like, you know, I got a daughter, she got to eat. You know, that's where everybody get to once they start thinking about the money. However, I do think that the nostalgia and the culture of having them all on the same team would probably generate so much bread that it wouldn't even be funny. You know what I mean? Like, you already see them in the Marvel commercials, right? Yep. Think about all three of them. Like, the money off the court would probably triple whatever they were getting paid on the court if they all were thriving. If they turn the Hornets into a playoff contending team next year, the bags would be rolling in. Like, you know what I mean? Every commercial, you could turn on the TV and every commercial would be the Ball brothers. It would be on some Shaq type stuff.
Bro, Lonzo and LaMelo are already like established. Like, this is the thing. When LeVar was saying it back in 2017 on ESPN and whatnot, they were saying he was crazy because you had Lonzo selling in LA, just throwing up bricks, and then you had these two guys in Lithuania, right? The cards have flipped now. Lonzo is a legit established, solid NBA player, and LaMelo projects to be potentially a mega star of the sport. So now it's a completely different kettle of fish now to what we were talking about before, where it can actually happen. And it's crazy that we've been talking about this, and for a lot of us, even the biggest Ball fans, it's like it was a fantasy. Like you think to yourself, well, how the hell is Melo going to get drafted by the Lakers if he's a top pick and Gelo's undrafted? But we're literally now in a position where it's literally if Lonzo can somehow navigate his way to Charlotte, it's in his hands to some extent. Do you know what I mean? It's now up to them opposed to up to the system and up to the league, if that makes sense, and the media and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What's up? We got a few people in here, man. We got your boy DJ's Raw and Truth Cut in here. What's happening, DJ? We got King in here still, and the Pope.
Yeah. Shout out.
Oh, I was just watching them the other day.
Yeah. Shout out. Hey, I just wanted to say, AB the Hero, DKM, man.
Let y'all know that, man. I listen to all y'all about these brothers, and I just like to say that y'all do a good job covering these brothers and preaching what actually their family business was really about. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's actually bigger than what, you know what I'm saying, what it is. And if they was to get together, it would actually, you know what I'm saying, generate what they was actually working on, especially with G3 still dealing with Big Baller Brand. You know what I'm saying? And then even with Lonzo not signing with no shoe company, he can easily go back to Big Baller Brand and, you know what I'm saying, generate that wealth for that family, for, like you saying, about his daughter and stuff like that. That's their generational wealth that they can still work on, especially if they get together. But at the end of the day, it all falls on Gelo. Gelo has to go out there and be selfish. Honestly, if you ask me, they know he can play because they wouldn't even extended the offer. Even if he was there with Melo, they was watching him play. They know he can hoop. But it's for the world to see, because if they just sign him, they'll just think, oh, it's just on Melo's face. So he still got to go and show everybody else that he can still hoop. You feel what I'm saying? So if he go out there just a little selfish and, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you can show, you know what I'm saying, he can do what he can do, I feel like it'd be easier for even Lonzo to even get there, because I feel like Jordan to actually try to pay that bad to actually get them together just to see if LeVar was right. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Was somebody about to say something?
Okay. I definitely wanted to say something, AB the Hero. This is the Pope, man. I wanted to major shout out to you and DKM. I've been following y'all, both of y'all, for a long time. Y'all shoot the shit right. Y'all like our Stephen A. Smith what you call it, YouTube media. I come to y'all to check out and get the real facts of the Ball brothers and the Ball family, and y'all deliver every time. So I wanted to get that out the way first. Now, with Gelo coming on to the Charlotte Hornets, like you said earlier, AB, they did this for Giannis, and they seen how it worked out. Milwaukee got to see, everybody got to see that they retained Giannis for a long time for the Milwaukee Bucks doing right by him. And I feel like the Charlotte Hornets, just like you said, man, is picking up on that and saying, we're not going to wait till and DKM. I watched your video the other day where you said they're ahead of the curve. They're not waiting for him to win MVP, two-time MVP. They looking like, yeah, you a future MVP. We can see that now. So let us make these moves while your big bro is a restricted free agent and little bro out here just in the win. He came in there and must have put up some real buckets. And again, LeVar Ball, shout out to him, man. He sent that boy up there. That was another genius move that can't go unnoticed. He told LiAngelo, take yourself up there with your bro to that camp, and you ain't no telling what's going to happen. He went up there to that camp. They said, whoa, he must have made him say, whoa, like Black Rob, you feel me? And they said, yeah, you stay right here. We ain't no Drew League my ass, okay? We understand, but hey, you keep yourself right here at the Charlotte Hornets facility, and let me see you do that again. And he, okay, no problem, I'll do it again. So when Graham did that old phony shit he did and tried to put everybody on blast, like, look, they doing some shit against the rules. That's what he did. That shit was against the rules. They got Gelo in here against the rules. He was dry snitching. Okay, that's what we call dry snitching. And everybody was looking uncomfortable, like, man, you know you ain't supposed to have your camera in here, you old jokester ass nigga. But that's cool. You dry snitching.
That's why I said what he said. Talking about, wait, we let our stars bring in somebody they want to work out with. That's why he had to clear all of that up, bro. You know what
Correcto. And that's why everybody's looking uncomfortable. He talking about this my star player and this my twins. They looking like, nigga, how about you ain't nobody nowhere because you ain't gonna be on a roster.
Hey, I like that. I think I said that too. That something like he knew that he wasn't supposed to be doing that for sure. But I like the way you put it. He definitely was dry snitching and trying to do way too much.
Yeah, he was. He was dry snitching. That's when people was like, damn, and didn't nobody look happy. Gelo didn't look happy because Gelo was looking like, nigga, you on some faultiness right there. Like,
Yeah.
put that away.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the way he snuck it in at the end as if no one would notice. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I've got 100 notifications on my phone. Like, everyone's sending this. And I imagine AB, DJ, everyone's the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, next thing you know, you're like, what the hell? I'm watching Devontae's story waiting to see what it is. And then you see the braids at the end.
Yeah, man. Sneaky. But them boys, if Lonzo don't take himself over there, I said on Flight Sports TV, shout out to Flight Sports, man. I said that over there, man. If they pursue him or if they got an offer on the table and he don't go, I don't know if I'm fucking with Lonzo no more. And I'm a big bomber. I'm just as big as a fan as y'all. I'm telling you, I watch every one because this would be not the first time. This would be the second time he done some faulty shit. Him leaving BBB, that shit was faulty to me. If he don't now, he got another time, and the whole family gonna look at him side eye. That family, you know, AB personally, that family real tight knit. They are real tight knit, and so this would be not just joy for us, but for them even much more so. So they gonna be looking at him at the dinner table like, hey man, what is you doing? They got 20 million. I think you making me, because then he'll be making LaVar look bad. You feel me? As far as like, I done came out and told these people my boys ain't worried about taking no pay cut. They'll do that to play with each other. He said that a long time ago. So now that this is actually here, it's really up to Lonzo again. If the Charlotte Hornets put it on the table, say here go 20 million, which Mitch Kupchak just clearly said yesterday, we got 20 million to give a free agent. Okay, so
they're gonna have more once that they're gonna get rid of Bismack and all them, and what's the name? They're gonna have more to actually get.
Cody Zeller. Yep. Yeah, she was telling you right now we are without even the cap hold, we got 20 million with the people we got on contract right now.
So
Yo, I want to say something real quick before I hop on here off here, right? Because I go do something, right? The chat. How many people up in here, right? We got maybe like 340 people up in here, whatever, right? This is between us and AB's chat. Now, you guys can choose whether or not to believe it. It's up to you guys. I was told by someone I trust who told me that when he saw LaVar within the past month or so, they had a little conversation, and LaVar said something along these lines, quote, my three sons are all about to play with each other in the NBA next year, and there's nothing these motherfuckers can do to stop it from happening.
Oh.
Take that for whatever you want.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Make what you want of that. I'm up out here. Peace.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Look. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
Yeah.
Say, one more time, AB. They got lucky.
Yeah.
They got lucky, man.
Yep.
Y'all, the Hornets, y'all messed up and walked into the bag. Opportunity of a lifetime. Now all y'all got to do is run the play.
Run the play.
It's it. It's a touchdown, straight up the middle. Hand it off to the running back. Let him score.
Yo, AB.
Yep.
Right.
DJ, there you in there?
Yo, AB. I was gonna say one thing. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. One thing I want to see the Hornets do if they pursue Lonzo, they got to get rid of that horrible Gordon Hayward contract. They got to do it because they got to get a big too. They was getting killed last season in the paint. Y'all all see it. They were barbecue chicken, not just the injuries. The 5 position was one of the weakest positions in the league, in my opinion. They got to trade Gordon Hayward, and then you have to trade Terry Rozier because, you know, his ego is pretty big. And he would say, hey, man, if they hypothetically get Lonzo, he's like, man, I'm not trying to share the ball like that. So
Harry's
you
a
will
two,
have
though.
to trade him too.
He's a real two to me.
So
I
if
don't
that happens, then I can see a trade happening. If it doesn't, I can see Lonzo probably going to the Bulls or Knicks. One thing that is scaring the shit out of me is the Pelicans, man. I do not want him to go back.
Yeah, they hold the
Yeah.
cards. They hold the cards. But
Right.
like AB, you said it, man. They got the Charlotte Hornets that messed around and came up on magic because not only do they got Gelo in the building and can sign Lonzo, you got Eli Scott in the draft that's projected a second round, late first rounder. Go get him. Make sure you go get him. You got Big O, who Atlanta ain't doing nothing with. You got PJ Washington, who you can trade him for easily with a draft pick or something. Give him PJ Washington and somebody else, they'll give Big O. You literally can realistically go get the Chino Hill squad this year on your team.
Yeah, which I feel like that would be so wild to think about, right? That would be the first time anything like that ever happened. And
Yes.
so which it also speaks to how good that team was for one, right? Where you got
Mm-hmm.
all of these NBA players coming off of there. And that I feel like if you go do that, then you just got to go ahead and hire LeVar to be on like the coaching staff or something. You know what I'm saying? You got to get him an assistant job.
Not really. I mean, you don't got to do it like that because LeVar didn't coach the Chino Hill squad. He just put a person in place, like the GM that coached to his similar style. So that's all they need to do. Just like LeVar Ball said, if y'all stop fighting against me and rock with me, you'll have a championship. Organize that period. Like he already told them, and now they starting to see. We've tried to knock them boys down for years. Okay. We tried to shit on them when they was 15, 16 years old. Lonzo came on the league. We had bad narratives and the shit didn't work, man. They persevered and overcame that, which that's very, very, very hard to do. When the media is steady knocking you down and everybody clowning you all over the place, your family, your daddy this, your daddy that. It's hard to stay focused. For them to stay focused and remain humble and still come out of that, that's a big, big deal. And now they starting to see, okay, these dudes is really a different breed, like they daddy said at the very beginning. When we start laughing at them, because he said Steph Curry, they better than Steph Curry, they better than this. And people was laughing. Now they saying, damn, actually, they on the verge. Okay, they on the verge of being as great, if not on that level. So if you just go ahead and listen to LeVar Ball and say, okay, we got this over here, man. And that's a special thing. 5 players to make it from a high school team into the NBA. 3 of them was lottery picks. Because even when they was in high school, them 5 dudes was under the radar too. Nobody knew who Eli Scott was. Nobody knew who Big O was coming in as a freshman. You know what I mean? They knew who the Ball brothers was. That was because Lonzo established that name, through the AAU circuit and killing and doing his stuff there. But they was under the radar. They did their stuff. So I believe right now today they showed the world we all good enough to make it to the NBA. We here. Ain't no reason why you shouldn't do it. That's the greatest show we ever seen, man, period, in the NBA. We ain't never seen a team play like Chino Hills played. I don't give a shit. You feel me? And so if they all made it to the NBA and they're available, like I was saying earlier, it ain't like you calling them off the couch and saying, hey, just because y'all was good in high school and went 35, and no, we want to try that out. Nah, these dudes went through their motions. Big O went through his motions at USC and Chino Hill. Eli Scott did his thing at LMU. And Gelo been doing this thing. So it's possible, man. Big time.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? We got my man Fahar F Vision in here. It's been a minute, man. But I'll say this. I agree. It's been that would be a big time thing. I think that having all of them on the same team would be such a shift. I will even tell you this right now. I'm Mr. Like, yo, I've been saying things was going to happen. To me, that happening is even I have to like expand my brain to imagine a world in which they would just allow that to go down. You feel me? Because that'll be a whole new world, like on some like Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? We on a magic carpet ride. When you talk about that magic earlier, you feel me? Like that's
Yes.
another level. I think it would be huge to see, and I think that in order for that to happen, the power shift to LeVar. I feel like he's just still got too many haters to like let that go down. But that would be amazing though. You feel me?
I
But like
agree. I agree.
the world would just be like, oh my God, y'all. Cause now we gotta bring him on. Legitimately, we need him on every show again. And all he gotta say on every show is I told y'all so.
But
I
I'm
told
almost
y'all. Yeah.
I'm almost on a level, not to cut you off, AB, but I'm almost on a level of I'm thinking now I think they ready to just ride the wave. I think now they ready to capitalize off of the Ball
Yeah.
family instead of continuously hating because they've only been sticking their foot in their mouths for now what 4 years now they've been sticking their foot in their mouth. And so it's looking like because like I said, them to explain it to say, well, would you go do that? Why would you go? Big O is a 6th pick of the draft. He
Yep.
not getting used over there. Eli Scott, what you mean? Why we drafted him 2nd round? Because he's the 2nd round. He's the best available on the board. I mean, it's not because he just is LaMelo's, he teammate in high school. It's not, and all them dudes are still tight. I remember when Gelo was talking about the Drew League, he was talking about his whole squad again, meaning they still talk, they still feel like they're the best show ever. So that chemistry is still there 100%, man. And that's what you need if you think about it. If you want to, you want LaMelo Ball's talent to go up and up, that's what you do. If the Charlotte Hornets, they want to surround him with players that play like him and play to that style. That's them. That's them to the T. Big O, Eli, they so unselfish. They was getting that ball out of the rim and throwing that thing down full court, taking the ball out, throwing it full court down to LaMelo and LiAngelo even when LaMelo was doing that 92 points, they kept feeding them the ball. Big O and Eli Scott. They not haters. They not gonna be, fuck that. We want to get ours.
Yeah. I will say it's different though, because that money involved now. So you ain't finna get that max contract, and all we seen you do is grab boards and throw it down. So, but I agree, man. It would be nice to see, and I do think that the fact that Jordan, right? Because Jordan is the one. When I hear people criticize LeVar, the Jordan conversation is the one that folks hang on to. He said he could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. Who would say that? He crazy. And the fact that Jordan was like, yeah, we're going to draft your brother. We're going to draft one of your sons. And Jordan is like, and we're going to give the other one a shot. Like all of the hate and all of the firepower that folks had against LeVar is pretty much doused with water at that point when Michael Jordan is the cosign now. So I get what you're saying, and I do think that's a valid point that maybe right now the NBA is ready to open and NBA and the media is ready to really open the doors and be like, you know what, LeVar, let us go ahead and let you shine, man. Fahar, man, what you think? What's your thoughts on the whole situation at the moment?
So the whole situation, did something new happen that I hadn't heard about? Or
That's part of what we've been talking about today, man. Really, everything that's happening at the moment, you know what I'm saying? We already talked about it years ago. So nothing new happening, but we are talking about where Mitch Kupchak just kind of basically came out and was like, yo, Melo brought his brother through here. His brother go hoop. We finna give him the shot. Did you see that? You seen that clip yet? Okay. And then kind of walk that down of like, yo, if he make the squad, he might be rocking with the summer league.
Yeah, man. I thought that was exciting news. We all knew that Gelo had it. We all knew he had that dog in him. I hate that they had to erase everything he did in high school. They don't erase what LeBron did in high school. They don't erase what other players did in high school. So to me, he didn't really have a fair chance. And you know how we know, it was way bigger than basketball. You know what I'm saying? Is why he didn't get drafted. You know what I'm saying? stuff along with the president, like all that stuff go together. So to see people actually seeing him for what he did, I mean, he's still the top high school player in California. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as scoring the most points in any other player in high school.
Yep.
He was the highest scorer on the team in Lithuania. He led the big ball of LA to the championship. They would have made it if he wouldn't have came. You know, so these people got to understand that we dealing with a real ball player right now. Eat, sleep, dream this. You know, this everybody's situation. And for the viewers that's watching, man, people that hate, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to. So much love to you. That's your job. But what's going on with Gelo and him taking the route that he took, none of these things happen. None of this stuff happened with Big Baller Brand. None of it happened with everybody making the money. Like me personally, I think that LeVar didn't want LaMelo at first to sign that Puma deal. And I think he probably got to the point like, yo, they paying you that? Oh, you still get royalties off this MB1 stuff over here? Go over there and take that money. Because I'm telling you, this is my thoughts. When his deal, if Gelo go over there and do his thing, and he get on the team, he go over there and do his thing, I believe that Zoe and G3, I mean Zoe and Melo go back to Big Baller Brand. I mean it wouldn't make sense for them to be, if they was on the same team, it wouldn't make sense for them to be so separated. Like say for instance, Zoe have an awesome season. You know what I'm saying? Or Nike on this offseason say, we're gonna give you a small contract or whatever. I don't see why they don't take advantage of this money that they for to get off these $215 shoes and keep more profit than Puma, Nike, Adidas, any of those sources. You know, so I still think it's ball in the family. I still think that, I mean, all of them, but G3, you know what I'm saying? They still basically live together. They at each other's houses every day, you know, when they ain't in they proper spots. And Big Baller, he put it together. That's why he put the team together, put his three boys together. But things happen like they happen. So I'm just happy to see G3 over there with the Hornets. And if I put it like this, Michael Jordan, he's a businessman. You know, he's a businessman. I mean, he hadn't been running the best business, but last year, before the season started, he said, I let go a lot of my staff, and I got people around me now that's teaching me things that I didn't know, mistakes that I made. So the best decision for him is to get at least two of them on that team, because his seats is going to sky high. I mean, everything is going to go crazy if he just get two. But if Lonzo, I think that LeVar is master planning a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, yeah.
Because like I said by the history of LeVar, I think he master planning a lot of this stuff. Hey, yo, boys, knock him off. Hey, Lonzo, you do this. No, G3, you do this. Melo, you go over there and do that. And then this we're gonna do at the end. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy for those brothers. I hope G3 get in the summer league, be able to do his thing, do what he do best. He's the best shooter, hands down. All he got to do is run down the court, run to the corner, and it's over. He ain't got to do nothing else. So they give him that opportunity to run down the court and get to that corner, he'll knock down those threes, man. And I can see him being in the NBA within the next 3 or 4 years, one of the highest 3-point percentage shooters in the league if they get him the playing time.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. I think you said something. I always say this. And then we got Uncle Vernon here, so I'm gonna let him get in here. I always say the biggest thing that I learned from being around those guys for that period of time was that there's no such thing as hurt. Well, it's two things. One, if it hit the media or something is leaked or whatever, it got leaked and hit the media for a reason. There's a plan behind that. And two, like there's no hurdles. Like everything is so intentional. You know what I mean? So when you say like LeVar probably calling plays and orchestrating a lot of that stuff, I would not be surprised. And I can almost agree with you that a lot of these moves are intentional, and it's not just by like accident. You know what I mean? like obviously it takes some luck. The Hornets, like I said, they done got lucky with this whole thing falling into play. But for the most part, man, it's an intentional decision being made.
Yeah,
Indeed, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cause
God's
you got,
plan.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got to think about it, man. LeVar, like a lot of people don't believe in energy. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in it. LeVar put the energy out there to the universe. That's why stuff happened in his favor. He speaks
Speaking
stuff
to
into
existence.
existence. Like that's a
Speaking to
real thing.
existence.
All you
Yeah.
got to do is think it, believe it, and say it, and it's so. I'm telling you, it's that simple. Anything that we want in life is literally that simple. We take the long way, even though we know we take the long way because we don't want to trust the process. LeVar trusts the process. Now, at one point, he did have all three boys in the league. So he's already done it. He was on the Pistons, had a jersey, everything. So that's already been done. Now it's getting the boys on the same team. If
Right.
Lonzo ain't riding that high horse and LeVar is the mastermind behind this, it's gonna be something different, man. And the Hornets will make a crazy lot of money. And I believe that when Melo contract is over and all three of those boys on the same team, I think they're gonna come out. I think they're gonna come out with a new game plan to redo this BBB thing. And I think right now LeVar is probably open of changing the name. You know what I'm saying?
Now
I believe that.
it's I don't know about changing the name though. Like I said, that name is crazy, man. It speaks for itself. Their last name is Ball. Like it's that from for one. When I first got on to them and somebody said, "Man, you ain't seen the Ball brothers," I thought it was a joke. Like that's real. Like Ball, them niggas' name is Ball. They be balling like that, and their name is Ball on top of it. To get that name, and then with three brothers, and Pops planned it out the way he did. That's just all amazing story in itself, man.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
LeVar, I believe LeVar still will keep Big Baller brand, just like when Zoe started his brand. You know what I'm saying? He was like, now I got something new to wear. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so honestly, the Big Baller brand, I don't think it's going nowhere. I'm just saying, I think that he's more open to other stuff than he's ever been because of the situations that happen, man. So blessing to the family, blessings to those brothers, man. I believe that Gelo will go over there, summer league, shoot the lights out of them folks, man. Make it on the team, and not. I mean, I just believe. I believe that he good enough to be in the NBA. Long story
I
short,
I see Jello
Yeah.
winning MVP of the summer league.
and
I
his
got
brother did it.
I got
Yeah.
Jello winning MVP easy. I'm talking about it ain't gonna even be. It's like a no brainer, right? What type of shit he can miss 3 games like his brother did and still win the MVP of that thing? Because they
Yeah.
head and shoulders better than everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, for real, they really are. They head and shoulders. Lonzo at that summer league, man, he was way above. He was way above the Jason
I
Tatums
agree.
and the Donovan Mitchells.
What's up, Uncle Vern? Are you there?
Uncle Vern in the building. You know, Uncle Vern be having delays on this shit, man. He older, man. You know what I mean? He OG, he OG triple, man.
Hello,
He trying to
hello.
figure this computer shit out.
Hey,
Yeah. There you go. We can hear
hey,
you. We
hey,
can
hey,
hear you now.
hey. Okay, hey, the Pope. Hey, look here, boy. You know I love you, man. You know I'm following you all over. AB, I see that smile on your face.
Likewise,
AB, you
G.
still don't believe the hype, huh? Hey, AB, you
What height?
still don't believe the hype, huh?
Now I believe the hype, man.
Hey, I'm talking about all the
I'm a
boys being out there in Charlotte, man. What we
I want all of them out there in Charlotte for sure.
Oh yeah, AB want that, man. AB want that.
Yeah.
AB been pushing for that shit.
hey,
He been pushing for
hey,
that
hey,
shit since way
hey,
back.
hey, hey, okay, okay, AB, my signals and stuff is bad. But I just want to say this before I get off. AB, I don't know. I don't believe what you're saying. I don't believe you want it's something about people just don't want to see all the boys together. I hope you ain't like that, AB.
No, man, I want to see them all together. I think we were talking about He was saying that it's a possibility to get Big O, Eli Scott, and the three brothers. And I was saying like that to me seems like that would be the universe just aligning in a perfect way. You know what I'm saying? If it did, I would be interested. Now I'm gonna watch. You know, I'm gonna watch.
What the only thing is, AB, the only way it couldn't happen. That's the thing, because like you said, that's very interesting, and the shit is so in line, not just for Lonzo. That's what I'm looking at. It's way bigger than even that. Like God's plan is amazing, man. I'm sitting back watching, and I'm like, damn, he did this shit at a perfect time, and like. They could have tried to push Gelo, and like you said, the OK City Thunder blew, how the COVID came, and it got shut down. He wouldn't even be on a part of the Charlotte Hornets had that not happened. That's God's plan, man. That shit, this shit is all lining up beautifully, not just for the boys, but like I said, Eli Scott happens to be a late round, second round draft pick. He in this upcoming draft. You got Big O, who's injured, and they picked him up. They drafted him and don't even use him or haven't used him. So they looking like I mean, hell yeah. If somebody want to give us a trade for him, we'll let him go. You know what I mean? It ain't like that's they prime center and you ask him to get him. That's very doable. That's like, and they got pieces to be able to go get him. So I don't. It to me, it's there. Now, am I saying they should be the starting lineup of the Charlotte Hornets? Yeah, no, I said they should start on the Charlotte Hornets, not off the top, but for them to be able to be on the court at the same time. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Like Vermley chopped up.
Hey, I think they're gonna do it in the rookie draft. They going after that. They're going after that young boy out of Spire, Jackson.
Yeah,
he in the draft
I heard
too?
That.
Yep.
Hey, that's what I mean. They might fuck around and can do him first round and get Eli Scott second round. Because Eli Scott is a monster to me. You understand me? He's a true monster, and his work ethic is off the chain. He woke up in that ball house a lot of mornings, running a lot of hills, doing that LeVar Ball workout. Big O the same way. They woke up Christmas mornings at them boys' house, putting in that work, and it never stopped.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people got to understand, man, that like when you think about high school basketball teams, this probably the top high school basketball team ever made. You know, even though all the names ain't as big, you know, as the three Ball brothers, like you can only put that team next to LeBron's high school team.
That's what I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah, and LeBron, I believe they would have beat LeBron high school team.
Right, the brakes off of them.
Yeah, it was too many dogs. I mean, you got to think about what LeVar had them boys doing. Like, he had them on a whole nother level. Like, he trained them. They had a coach for the team, but they was at LeVar house in Chino Hills all the time practicing with him. So, the only way that don't happen if they just really hate LeVar. You know what I'm saying? They just really hate that situation because he said all of this. He's saying all this stuff, and he been speaking it to existence. Now ESPN gonna have to come out their high horse. They're gonna have to invite him back in. Like all of that stuff gonna have to happen. You know, I mean, because
which is gonna generate so much money. They already looking at that. They looking like, man, watch. If this the Hornets, we give Michael Jordan and we allow this to happen. When we bring LeVar Ball back up here, whatever sports channel or CNN, you can put him on anything. It's going to go bananas. It's going to go crazy.
Jordan want that, man. Jordan want that attention, man. I'm telling you, listen, if Jordan, to me, the only way this don't happen if Lonzo don't agree. That's to me, Jordan want that attention. Jordan need that because he was like, if we not going to make a championship, we're not gonna get a championship. We at least need to put butts in these seats. And then if that happen, what you gonna see? That picture is gonna pop up. It's gonna be the most legendary picture you ever seen. LeVar Ball and Michael Jordan. It's gonna be the most legendary picture you ever seen. And I'm gonna put it in my house and frame it.
Yeah. All I see is Mitch Kupchak. Just I see that everybody else is reporting that they want Lonzo Ball. The Knicks came out reported, Clippers, Lakers, yada, yada. Not the Charlotte Hornets, though. Reason why they got inside scoop. Melo, go tell your bro we got 20 million. But Mitch Kupchak just let everybody know we need a back court here. While everybody talking about y'all need a center. He said, yeah, we need a center, no doubt, but we also need a back court, and we got 20 million for a free agent. Hey, that's all. That's all I'm gonna leave that right there for you. Well, because a lot of people were speculating that Charlotte ain't got enough money to pay Lonzo. They don't got 20 million. I think he shut that down right. Wow, that's what the reason why he said that, to shut that down, let you know we got it.
Yeah, they got it, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Chicago is fighting right now for Lonzo Ball. Like, if they say they got 20 million, Chicago's be like, we got 21.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
all said and done, though, them Pelicans is matching whatever. Okay, them Pelicans this year, and what this they gonna end up. That's the only card they got, so understandable. But what's gonna end up happening? They gonna match it, and that's to keep him to see if it could work, possibly, which it's not. And when they see it's not gonna work, they got until the trade deadline to get rid of him for a valuable piece with somebody who under contract for 3-4 years, because no free agent coming to Pelicans to sign with them freely. So they're gonna need to go ahead and make a trade for Lonzo. And they'll be able to get somebody in their building who's a suitable player, who's under contract for 3-4 years, and let Lonzo go. Now, where Lonzo will have the strings, if that happens, is to come out like AD said and say, I only want to get traded to the Charlotte Hornets. That's it.
Yeah, so the possibility, if Lonzo agrees and he stays with the Pelicans at the beginning of the season, trade deadline, it's a great possibility that he could be in Charlotte. You know, I mean, that's what I see, because I'm looking at a lot of trades the Charlotte Hornets doing, and a lot of people that Charlotte Hornets try to inquire. Like, Lonzo Ball would be needed if some of those people come over there, because they looking at point guards, shoot guards. So it's no reason to have Lonzo, you know, because Lonzo don't have to have a ball in his hand, but he's a starter. And these people you looking at are starters already. So that's my thing. When I've been looking at it and I've been paying attention to ESPN, and I've been paying attention to Woj, it's like the Pelicans looking for a shoot guard and a point guard. If you're looking for that, Lonzo ain't in the picture. If you're looking for a starting. So that's what makes me feel like Lonzo either going to be gone. I believe he's going to go to Charlotte or the Bulls, because I was thinking New York, but New York trying to get Dame Lillard. New York trying to pull it off, and they want a point guard. So if Lonzo, the only way this don't happen, if Lonzo disagree. The money is there. Charlotte has the money. Then they got assets they can let go to free up cap space. So I believe it's just all on Lonzo, man. And if Big Baller doing what he do, it's being orchestrated, and I love the fact that Charlotte's not saying anything about it. Charlotte ain't bringing it up. We're not looking for Lonzo. We ain't looking for Lonzo. We ain't saying nothing about it. I love that, man. So that's some Michael Jordan type stuff right there. If y'all know the game of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. The ball is in Lonzo's court for sure. I think, and I just can't see why, if the opportunity is presented to him, why he wouldn't take it, right? Obviously, the Pelicans gotta not want to match and all of that stuff, but I think it's just for legacy wise, for the culture, for doing something that would rock the world. You know what I mean? You just gotta do that. You don't have many opportunities he could go to another team and they could win a championship in their first year, and it wouldn't have as much impact on his legacy as a hooper as it would if he go team up with his brothers. You know what I mean? And them have some remote success. And I think they have just been talking about it for so long that it would be one of those things where same way I think with the brand and them leaving it and all of that stuff, where I imagine that there's somewhere man, we shouldn't have let that go. We should have kept that going. We should have just kind of overcame that hurdle and stayed with it. I feel like if he don't take that opportunity to really get all of them on the same squad, that 5 years from now they're gonna be like, dang, we messed it up. It's the same thing I heard. I listened to Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady talk once or whatever, and they were like, we don't know why we split up. You know what I mean? Like, it was the stupidest thing ever. Shaq and Kobe. Like, wow. In the moment, you feel like you need to do something, but after the fact, like, we could have went on a dumb run if we would have just fought and then kept it going. So I feel like I hope he kind of stay in that vibe.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
think yeah. Only ones who ain't gonna diss on Lonzo, man, if he don't go sign that thing and they got an offer on the table for him, probably is his nana and Big Hank. That's about it.
yeah,
Other than that,
yeah.
Tita finna be pissed. LeVar, the bros, unks, they not having that, man. They're not having that. So
It,
he gonna have to face some music at that dinner table.
Yeah.
yeah. And my thing is they ain't even got to win the championship. If the Charlotte Hornets just make it to the playoffs, that's gonna blow the world. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm
If
saying.
they
Yep.
just make it to the playoffs, they ain't even got
Right.
to win the championship. If
No.
those three boys get on their team and they
Lil
make it to the
Zoe,
playoffs,
Lil Zoe gonna grow up and understand her daddy turned down that contract to sign with her uncles, man, and she fuck around and disown his ass. You understand me? She, you know what I mean? Lil Zoe, what? You could have did what, daddy? Oh no, you
yeah. I,
you could
I
play
mean,
with Uncle. You could play with Uncle Mello. Yeah. Oh, man.
just think about it, man. Like, like Jordan is already in the realm of family business. He already got twins on the team already. That could turn into a family organization. Like they could brand it like that. That's why I wish I was in the branding behind the Charlotte Hornets. I would turn their organization into a family brand, and I would put family behind the organization. Two sets of twins, three brothers, and like cousins. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else like cousins, and they just run it. They just run it, man. And the man watching those three guys play together, man. It's like water. It's like
Yeah,
watching the water run when you turn the faucet on. It's just
pure.
all flows together, man. It's crazy, man. They know each other. They've been playing with each other forever, even on the off season, even though they always play ball together. They know each other game. So it almost makes no sense to not put family on the same team. Look at Giannis and his brothers. You know, all of them got championships now.
I
Like
was just crazy.
that is
Right.
insane. You know what I'm saying?
Insane.
Like it's a
Insane.
it's a possible. What if this happens, man? What if just all of our love and blessings come together? We put enough energy into the universe that this happens. That the Charlotte Hornets win the championship with three brothers and a pair of and twins
I'll see
on
it
the same
happening.
team.
I don't know about the twins now. You win, you lose me with the twins. Twins,
But they not
that's
going nowhere.
it's a
They're
good
not
little
going
feel
nowhere.
good story. No, I mean
They
they ain't going nowhere. Maybe to the G League, but
I
they
think they're
ain't
gonna be
supposed.
there.
Now, I mean, well, I got Caleb. If Caleb is the good one, the one who was getting most of the minutes out of the
Yeah,
twins,
yeah, he is.
I like for him to stay. Other one, he's a hard worker. Like they got something in their blood where they play a certain way, but he just don't have
yeah.
the talent. The other brother who got minutes, he got a little talent on him. I like his game.
Mhm.
He a damn good role player. Little bro, or with their twin bro, he got to go, man. He got to
Yeah,
go.
I think
He
they're gonna
holding up
keep
a
him,
roster
man.
spot.
He just ain't gonna make that money. Like he a
Yeah.
cool assets on the bench. He just not gonna make that money. You know what I'm saying? And plus, when you got Zoe, Gelo, and Melo on the floor, it's like they're gonna be on the floor the whole game. They can run the whole game. All he
Yeah.
gotta
Damn
do is
near.
sit on the bench. All he gotta do, all the rest of them do guys sit like LeVar said a long time ago. Put all three of them on the same team and give them two rebounds, and that's it. Cause they gonna run the lights out. They run a fast paced game. So whatever happens, whatever happens, if Zoe don't go and nothing like that, I just hope that Gelo get a chance, and I hope he make the team. So if Zoe don't come, I hope Gelo makes the team.
Oh yeah, man. Jello MVP Summer League. You know what I'm saying?
Summer League. I'm with that.
Jello
Yeah,
MVP of the Summer League, man. I
and I
don't
I
think
heard
he can.
remember when Zoe was in the summer league, and that was one of the hypest times out at
Oh,
the moment. That
yes, it
the
was.
culture was on fire.
Man, I was going up to them games. He sold out to Thomas and Mack, my guy. Like He sold it out. That thing was the arena filled up to the top when them Lakers played. Every game the Lakers played, Lonzo Ball was out there. That arena was smoking crazy, bro. You couldn't even get in the game like that if you wasn't there early. That's
I'm
that's
I'm
that.
I'm I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna probably shut this boy down. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look up what dates they're gonna be there, and I'm gonna have to get to Vegas myself for the summer league.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'm
have to
there.
go ahead and fly out there for that.
Hey, let me
Got
know,
to.
man. Yeah, let me know, man. You know I'm in Cali. So you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Yeah,
Let me know whenever you go. You know what I'm saying? We can get in on a hotel room or whatever, man. Cause I
yeah,
ain't gonna lie. I'm down for that, bro. I'm
oh,
down
I'm
for
yeah.
that.
I'm
there
with.
too, man. I'm gonna be the Pope will be in the building, man. I fuck around, be there all summer league, man. You know what I mean. I work for self, so you feel me. I ain't take my work on the road, nigga. I'm posted, nigga. I'm getting me an Airbnb and chill out.
You
I'll be
bet
living in Vegas
Yeah.
for the month.
hey, you better bring some tank tops and some shorts. Cause that heat
Oh, I'm
ain't
already
playing out
knowing.
there, man.
I'm already know. I lived out there for some years, man. I'm already know. I lived in Henderson,
Woo.
man. So I'm already knowing that 115, 120 degree.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Man, we're gonna have to do that. I'm gonna look into it, man. We'll set that up, man. I have to get out there.
Hey, yo,
But shit.
get my information, bro. Hey, AB, can you get him my information? Twitter, Instagram. Hey, put my handle. You put my handle back up, bro. Hit me up on Instagram, man, and like I said, I'll meet you down there, bro.
Let me see. All right, yo.
Yes, sir. Hey, good talking with y'all, man.
There it is.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you
yeah.
having me on, AB. Much
Oh
respect
yeah,
and
yeah.
love to you, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it for sure, man. We'll do this again.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
man. Appreciate you,
Yep.
Yes,
AB,
man,
for
Frank.
allowing me on your
Yeah.
platform, man. Much
For
love,
sure,
brother.
man. Appreciate you for hard, man. You know, anytime. You feel me? But all right, yo. Yo. All right, man. Let me shut this boy down, man.
Peace, peace,
All
peace.
right, folks. Peace.
Peace.
All right. All right. And we had a good one today. You feel me? We on here. I said I was only gonna be on here for a little bit of time, and then messed around. We've been on here for 2 hours and in 11 minutes, man. I got to go get to work for real though. But it's up, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate super chats. I appreciate all of that stuff, the subs and all of that jazz, man. I'm probably gonna chop this one up and kind of make it a little bit more digestible for the average consumer. But it's your man, Abby the Hero. We finna get up out of here, man. Appreciate it, man. We was live on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and all of that good stuff today, man. So we out. Peace.